Welcome back to another rebuild here on NBA 2K17. Today's video, we're going to be doing a Miami Heat offseason rebuild. Obviously, they did lose Dwayne Wade, one of the best players in Miami Heat history. I think I'm going to try to bring him back in this offseason rebuild. I'm not sure if I will be keeping him, though. Personally, I really don't care when I rebuild a team if I keep, one of the players, one of the franchise's best player in history. I mean, I really don't care. I do what's best for this team, try to get the team a championship. So don't get mad at me in the comment section if I do end up signing Dwayne Wade and then trading him for somebody, if not younger, or if somebody that could very well be better than him if I include a pick or something. But the Miami Heat was definitely probably one of the most requested offseason rebuilds. Let me know what you guys, what offseason rebuild you want to see next down in the comment section. I'd also like to make a note that this is actually the second time that I've recorded this because I'm not going to, the file didn't corrupt, but it was lagging a lot and it just didn't look good. So let's see if we can hopefully get this this one done the second time, because I'm going to be pretty mad if I don't. This happens. It's frozen for some reason. I just don't get it. It took a little while there. So I'm not exactly sure what pick the Heat had in the draft last year. Oh, I have to update the game. Okay, I'll be back in a second. All right, so we are back here in MyLeague after I did update the game, and it does not look like we have a first-round pick in this year's draft, so I'm not really too mad about that. Players under contract currently is Chris Bosh, Goran Dragic, Josh McRoberts, and Justice Winslow. What I think I'm going to try to do, I think I'm going to try to make a blockbuster deal, maybe try to get the first overall pick for these three guys right here, just because I don't really want any of their contracts on this team, if we're being honest. So, Dragic, Bosh, all right, Bosh has 4-star trade value, actually. What can I get for Bosh's right now? All right, pick 4 from Philly. I might just go ahead and do that. Okay. If I get the first overall pick for Chris Bosh by himself, I think I'm going to definitely go ahead and do that. So, welcome to the team. Probably Ben Simmons. It's a little bit tough right there, giving up that unprotected pick. I will give you these 2 seconds, and I will give you, who else was this sign? I'll give you Josh McRoberts. Counter, no, I can't do that. I'll give you Goran Dragic, but you have to give me, who signed under contract for you? Larry Nance. Yeah, I can't, you know what? Fine, I'll give up my first round pick next year. Hopefully we'll be good. I'm going to really regret that if we're not. But right now, what could I get for Goran Dragic? If I maybe get the 8th pick in the draft, I would probably consider, what? I don't know. This trade logic in this game is sometimes broken, but I don't like to complain about it because typically it helps me out more than it hurts me. So I'm not seeing the 10th pick for him. But if I went and I go Goran Dragic, who is 2.5-star trade value, which isn't bad, could I get pick 8 from? Okay, that his trade value goes down as soon as you get higher in the draft. All right, so no 8. How about pick 11 or 10? How about pick 9 from the Kings? And I'll give you these seconds, and this second. And I'll give you, who else was this player signed? Josh McRoberts. There we go. Welcome. I don't even know why I'm saying welcome. So we have the 1st and the 9th pick. I think I'm going to take Ben Simmons at number 1 overall. I might look to trade number 9, but I'll show you guys the rookie signings who I took in the draft. So here, rookie signings for the 1st overall pick. I did take Ben Simmons, like I said, but actually, we did take Jaylen Brown with the 9th overall pick. He was actually taken 3rd overall by the Celtics in real life, if you do not know that. Getting him at 9 is tremendous value for him. So we have 2 solid small forwards, I would say. This is definitely a good backup small forward. This isn't the best starting small forward, obviously, for his first rookie year, but I don't know why I said first rookie year. He only have 1 rookie year, but for his rookie year, I may look to improve it. I think I'm going to try to actually trade Justice Winslow, maybe for a nice big man who's on a cheap contract. Tyler Johnson's definitely getting the qualifying. Bryant Weber, no, I think I'm going to let him go. So Dwayne Wade, a lot of controversy about him not getting paid in Miami in the offseason, just because a lot of the fans here, I think they thought that he deserved it. So I think I'm going to give him $28 million, give him that 5th year with that player option. Whiteside is somebody I definitely do want to bring back. Without a doubt, Whiteside is somebody I want to bring back. Luol Deng, maybe. Joe Johnson, yeah, no, not for that much money. Murray Stoudemire for the minimum if he wants to come back. Johnson, I have that qualifying on, so he is not going to go in. I'm probably going to match it. And okay, look at this free agency class. This free agency class looking very good. And I will see you guys at my first free agency signings. And after day 1 of free agency, we were able to land DeMar DeRozan to be our new shooting guard for our team. Unfortunately, we didn't get Kevin Durant to come back, and apparently the Wizards really want to overpay for Dwayne Wade. I'm not going to take it to that severity offering him. I don't know. you know what? I'll pop out the calculator on the phone real quick. Let's see. 125.12 divided by 4 is $31.28 million a year. Yeah, I'm really not trying to give that to Dwayne Wade. So if he wants to go over to Washington, let him. Kevin Durant goes to the Pacers, even though I'm pretty sure we were his number one offer. Whiteside, I put that 1 year thing on him, so maybe he'll be in free agency next year. We are still Whiteside's number one offer. We don't even have bird rights on Whiteside, so they're going to match Drummond no matter what. Yeah, so we wouldn't have gotten Drummond anyways, but welcome back to the team, Hassan Whiteside. Udonis Haslem I do want to bring back because I believe he's like a lifelong Heat player, if I'm not mistaken. So we still have room for one more max. Honestly, at this point, I might just spread it out just because, I mean, we don't have a point guard next year. I think I'm going to try to trade Justice Winslow anyways, so I think I'm going to go after a point guard right now. Whew, not too many good players, so I might just bring in Jeremy Lin. It's not bad. I'll give you 3 years, and if you want to accept that, that'd be nice. I'll bring in all these guys to the team just to take up some more roster spots. And Eric Gordon, if you want to, nah, it's a little bit expensive for me. Parsons, how much do you want? 15 mil. A little bit too much for me. Ryan Anderson might be nice. That's a lot of money, but I think I'm going to bring him in and then probably look to trade him. I'll give you 15.10. We are his number one offer. Hopefully he can accept this. Udonis Haslem and Ryan Anderson, welcome back to the team. So I'm just going to sign a bunch of veterans to some cheap deals, and I'll see you guys at the start of season number 1, with possibly some trades. So we're going to be sending Ryan Anderson a 2020 first-round unprotected pick and Jeremy Lin to the Utah Jazz for Rudy Gobert. Sometimes this trade finder system is broken, and I like to accept the fate of this game sometimes. Now, neither of these guys are really power forwards, so if I could move like Whiteside, he's on a bigger deal, in the second for like a really good power forward, I might be willing to do that. I can get Joel Embiid. I might just go ahead and do that because, I mean, I don't know if he can really... Ooh, Kemba Walker. I do need a point guard, so I actually think I'm going to take Kemba. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Kemba Walker. Welcome to the team, Kemba Walker. We also pick up Cody Zeller, which is nice. We do get rid of Luol Deng, unfortunately, but Cody Zeller, I think I'm going to actually run at the power forward position. I'm pretty sure he could play power forward in real life. I'm pretty he's a center for the Hornets right now, I believe. But he is all right. He's 7 feet tall, but his backup position on here is power forward. So move him to a power forward. All centers actually go up 1 overall when they play power forward. So not a great rotation. I'm not going to lie, but I think what I'm going to try to do right now is try to trade Josh Richardson, and Justice Winslow for maybe an actual power forward. So Winslow and Josh Richardson, and I can't trade a protection backup pick, whatever you want to call it. Could I get like a very good, like a Derek Favors is nice. Miles Turner and George Hill. So these offers aren't bad at all. Favors and Anderson is kind of nice. It's adding some depth to the team. Oladipo and Peyton, Dario Saric. No, I'm not going to do it. Okay. These are such nice offers, but let's see. Is Miles Turner? I'm obsessed with Miles Turner. All right, he has 2 more team options after this, so I think I'm going to go ahead and do this and also add George Hill to the team. So I know I get Miles Turner a lot. I'll try to stop doing it at some point, but I'm just going to change Turner to a power forward. So the rotation's not going to be great. I'm not saying we're going to have a great year, but we shouldn't be terrible. So do we have a backup center off the bench? I'm just going to give Stoudemire. Okay, back this down a few. Jordan Crawford, I know you're like a professional 6th man, but I have to give Amari some minutes and change this to bench depth. Really an 11-man rotation, I guess, but nonetheless, let me just back you down a few. George Hill, you're good. You can back down a few as well, and you can go all the way up here. You can go here and switch these two. So this is going to be rotation for season number 1. It's going to be Kemba Walker, DeMar DeRozan, Ben Simmons, Miles Turner, and Rudy Gobert. Off the bench, Cody Zeller, George Hill, Amari Stoudemire, Jamal Crawford, and Tyler Johnson, as well as Jaylen Brown. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 1. Hopefully we can make a little bit of a playoff push here in the weak Eastern Conference. And at the end of season number 1, James Harden wins the MVP award, 33.5 points per game, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, and 1 block. Ben Simmons of our Miami Heat does win the Rookie of the Year, 10.5 points per game, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 1.5 steals, and 1 block. Nice to see him jumping up overalls. Nikola Vucevic wins 6th Man of the Year. I don't know at this point. Anthony Davis wins Defensive Player of the Year, averaging a double-double. D'Angelo Russell wins Most Improved, and Nate McMillan of the 59 and 23. Indiana Pacers is your coach of the year. I'm pretty sure they did sign Kevin Durant in the offseason. Yeah, they signed Kevin Durant. So they have PG-13, Kevin Durant, and I'm pretty sure I traded them. Who did I trade them? I actually kind of want to check that out now. Whoops. Well, we did go 57 and 25. Definitely better than I thought we would be. I thought we'd be a little bit worse, honestly. Who did I trade them that probably made them a little bit better? I forget who I traded them. I traded them Justice Winslow. So now their best 3 players are all small forwards, but I'm sure they somehow make it work with those guys. But standings on the year, we were 2 games behind the Indiana Pacers for first in the Eastern Conference. Celtics were behind us. Who did they sign? Oh, okay. Lovely. I don't know why you wouldn't just put LeBron at power forward and run Jay Crowder at small forward, but whatever. Player stats on the year, DeMar DeRozan led us in scoring with 18 points, then Kemba Walker, then Ben Simmons, then Cody Zeller, then Miles Turner, then Gobert, then George Hill, then Jordan Crawford. So surprisingly, we actually have some pretty good bench depth on this team. I actually didn't realize how good it was, but Gobert did lead us in rebounds with 11, Simmons with 9, assists per game with Simmons with 6, then Kemba with pretty much 6 as well. So depending how we do here in the playoffs, I may or may not try to blow up this team in the offseason. We should have a pretty... Okay, well, we win, but... Okay, well, the Celtics lost in the first round with LeBron, so I guess these Bucks are pretty good, but we are currently... Okay, we swept them. Whew. What? The 76ers? Who do they have? Are you serious right now? Okay, if this is a challenge for us, this is going to be pretty sad, honestly. And if we can somehow play the 8-seeded Clippers in the finals, that would be so nice. Are we seriously? Please tell me we're not going to do that. Come on. No. We're not going to lose to the 76ers. That just doesn't happen. No. Okay, it happens. Boy, wow. Okay, who do the excuse me, who am I even looking for? Trailblazers have. Wow, they signed Dirk. I'd like to clarify something. When I said you and like my Bulls rebuild, when I saw Dirk on, or no, it wasn't my Bulls rebuild, but it was one of my offseason rebuilds. I saw Dirk on the Bulls, and I said ew, not at the player. I'm not making fun of Dirk. I'm making fun of him signing with the team. This is another ew scenario, or ew, because Dirk, this is just a disgusting signing for the Trailblazers. But I mean, I really can't speak because they're in the finals and I'm not. But and they went on to win the finals. As Damian Lillard is your finals MVP. So let's get into this offseason. I was going to want to do another year anyway, so it really didn't matter. League meetings, just reject this one. And now let's go up to the draft where we don't have any picks, but we did trade our first round unprotected pick, but it really shouldn't matter at all just because we were the 2nd seed and the East just made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And yeah, no, so we don't have any picks. Player contracts, we've run $48 million, so we are going to have to bring back Gobert. I know that's a big one. But other than that, that's really pretty much it. I did trade for a nice contract in Kemba Walker and Miles Turner, so now let's just skip ahead to team player options. Hopefully we have a few of those. We just have Miles Turner, which is so nice. So we should have a little bit of money to play with. And Gobert gets that nice qualifying offer. So does Cody Zeller. It's between 80 overall. That's also very nice to see. So Gobert wants to test, but I'm not going to let him go anywhere because he is restricted. I've literally never seen Russell Westbrook in free agency. I've never seen that. If I can get Russell Westbrook, I'm going to lose my mind. Okay, we have Steph and Russ. Okay, I've literally never gotten Russ before. I'm risking this for everything. I really, really want Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook, welcome to the team. You know what? I've gotten Steph Curry so many times, but I think I've seen Russell Westbrook like once in my entire life. So Russell Westbrook, that is a huge, huge signing. I don't think I can really afford anyone else, even though, I mean, Drummond is here, but I don't know. He's unrestricted because I did that 1-year deal thing with him, and he did go ahead and accept my deal. But, well, what was I just going to say? I don't even know what I was just going to say. Andre Iguodala? Yeah, no, I'm not paying you that much money, actually. So, bird rights on Tyler Johnson. He accepted the qualifying. I forgot. I'll bring back Udonis Haslem just because he's a long time. Oh, my God. Cody Zeller wants $15 million. I was going to say he's a long-time Heat player. George Hill would be nice. He was a very good backup point guard for us last year, even though I think I'm going to be trading Kemba Walker, actually. Maybe get a nice piece for him. We're his only offer. So Haslam, welcome back to the team. George Hill, welcome back to the team. Cody Zeller, and no, I'm just going to bring these guys all back. I may look to trade them. I'm pretty sure we just signed Tyler Johnson. I don't know why I said accept or match another offer, but I'm just going to bring Gobert back on the team. It really doesn't matter. He should probably just accept this anyways. So, yeah, here we go. So I'll see you guys at the start of season number 2 with some possible trades. So we will be sending Kemba Walker to the Philadelphia 76ers for Jahlil Okafor and a first-round pick. Reason being, I know I really don't need another big man, but I also don't need a third point guard on the team. Jahlil Okafor, since the overalls don't update when you do off-season rebuilds, he still has the same progression. He's up to an 83 overall, I think I saw. But welcome to the team, Okafor. This team is probably a championship team. Westbrook was such a nice signing. I think it's only like my first or second time ever getting Westbrook, so very nice to have him on the team. But I don't think really this rotation needs much. I mean, Miles Plumlee, I don't think you're going to be getting any minutes. I'm just going to change this, or have CPU. I'm just going to change this to a 10-man rotation just so you don't get any anyways. So, I don't know. I don't see much I have to do really here on this rotation. So, I think I'm just going to leave this team the way it is. I might make some trades at the trade deadline if I see this team's not performing well. But I either see you guys at the trade deadline or at the end of season number 2, where hopefully this team can win a championship. And at the end of season number 2, our very own Russell Westbrook wins the MVP award, averaging 20 points per game, 7.5 rebounds, 9 assists, 3 steals, which is very, very impressive, and half a block. Oh boy, I love this team. Lonzo Ball wins Rookie of the Year for the Atlanta Hawks. I've still yet to fix his overall. I'm just way too lazy. Dario Saric wins 6th Man of the Year for the Dallas Mavericks. Karl-Anthony Towns wins Defensive Player of the Year. 24.5 points a game and 17 rebounds. Absolutely beastly stats for him. He also goes on to win Most Improved. And Randy Whitman, I don't know what happened to Eric Spoelstra, is our Coach of the Year. 66-16, though. Not going to complain about the record at all. Definitely first in the Eastern Conference. Russ is on the All-NBA first team, and life is good. As I said, though, 66-16, good enough for first in the East by 10 games to the 76ers, who actually have a very, very good team now, I would say. Oh my God, I didn't even realize I signed Steph. All right, well, I would put Kemba here at point guard and move Steph to shooting guard, but that's just me. But this is a good team. Don't get me wrong. Player stats in the year, we led in scoring by Westbrook, then DeRozan, then Okafor, who came off the bench not surprisingly, but I'm surprised he led us to third in scoring. Then Simmons, then Gobert, then Turner, who's up to an 85. Good Lord, this team is just so good. Rebounding per game went to Gobert, Simmons, and Westbrook, and then Turner. And then assists per game went to Russ and then Simmons. It's kind of a weird day when you see Russell Westbrook getting more rebounds than Miles Turner and Jahlil Okafor and Cody Zeller, nonetheless. But nonetheless, let's get into these playoffs. Please don't lose the first round. Seriously? Seriously? Did that just say? Yeah, why is DeRozan only getting 27 minutes? That's just no. My God. No, my God. You need to be getting like not 36, 33. You need to be getting 30 minutes. We're not blowing a 3-1 lead, or I mean, we're not choking. We're not losing 3-1 in a series to the Bulls. Seriously? I mean, seriously? Okay, well, we win that game, and I'll make it 3-2. I'm kind of having a hard time, like, realizing this happened in the first round. Not looking very good for our future. Okay, well, this game is so broken sometimes. I mean, oh, my God. And the Indiana Pacers go on to win the championship with Kevin Durant. Okay, I'm a little bit ticked off right now, I'm not going to lie. Honestly, I thought we'd win that year. Typically, I like to try to do these things in 2 years, but it's fine. It's fine. So let's go ahead to the NBA draft. I don't think we have anything that's going to be... I don't even think we have any picks, really. Sorry, just fixing something with my computer. So Trade Finder, we still do have a lot of players under contract that I definitely want to keep. Let's see who's expiring. Oh, so we have team options on all of these guys. They're not going anywhere. Expiring is only Plumlee and Macklemore. So I don't think we had any picks. Nope. So now let's go to team player options. I thought that team was good enough to win a championship. I really don't even know what I can do to this team to make them even any better. So maybe Carmelo will want a mid-level exception. Miles Plumlee, if you really want the minimum, you can have it. Melo? I can't even afford a mid-level exception. Seriously? Okay, well, I think I'm going to trade somebody to get Melo on that mid-level exception. Now, if I trade somebody here, and then he decides that he doesn't even want to come here, I'm going to be mad, because I've seen that happen before. So if I can move Cody Zeller for, like, a first-round pick, honestly, because I don't even know why I'm paying Cody Zeller $17 million, probably just going to take that first offer right there, unless the Grizzlies want to give me 2 firsts. Yeah, take 2 firsts from the Grizzlies for Cody Zeller, and I think if he doesn't want a mid-level exception now that I traded... How do we not have our mid-level exception? I mean, it's a little bit ridiculous, but do I move Gobert? I mean, I might. Depends what I can get. Cause, I mean, we do have Okafor, who's still a nice player. I mean, I'm kind of blowing up this team. You know, I thought we were a championship contending team, but I guess we're not. So, let's see if I can move them right now. Wenyon Gabriel, I might just go ahead and take. Actually, I don't think I'm going to take him. I think I'm going to take Dario. Oh, never mind. He's getting paid $20 million. So, welcome to the team, Wenyon Gabriel. And now, hopefully, we can go ahead and sign Carmelo. And if he asks for like a big deal now, I'm going to be so ticked. Not LaMarcus. You got to be kidding me. I do all of that. Oh, my God. This is just so not even worth it at this point. This is ridiculous. Okay, well, that was a huge fail, but we just made our team significantly worse. Dang it. Okay, so I don't even know what I'm going to spend my money on at this point. I think I might just trade picks for players at this point. So let's go to Trade Finder. 3 firsts. What can it get me? God, I wouldn't have done that. I kind of knew he was going to do that too. Like, I've seen that happen before. Disgusting offers right here. So, why did I even do that? All right, so let's try to move Wenyon Gabriel along with 2 firsts for hopefully somebody that I could just trade it away. That was such an L. Such an L. Jason Tatum and Bobby Portis isn't bad. Yeah, Jason Tatum and Bobby Portis, welcome to the team. And then right now, if I can move, I'd actually rather get an upgrade over Okafor, so I could move Okafor and 2 firsts for an even better center. Maybe if I can get Gobert back. Harry Giles is nice. But if I can get Gobert back, I might just go ahead and do that. Jarrett Allen is nice. Pau Gasol, no. So let's go get Gobert back. I forget who I even traded him to, so let's just go to center. Rudy Gobert. I sent him to, what team is it? Celtics. I sent him to the Celtics. Awesome. I will give you Jaylen Brown. What's wrong with this? I don't have any money. Are you serious? I need to get rid of $9 million. So you can also have Okafor. This is just so messed up at this point. So my first trade of season number 3, we're going to be sending Jason Tatum a first-round pick, a second-round pick, and Kyle O'Quinn to the Boston Celtics for Chris Dunn and Jakob Poeltl. I actually didn't go over it yet, but I really didn't do much in the offseason. As you probably saw, my experiment failed, so I ended up trading Gobert. And who else did I trade? I traded somebody else. I traded Cody Zeller. Kind of blew up the team, but the team is still pretty good. I ended up trading both of those guys because I thought Melo would accept the mid-level exception. Of course, as soon as I traded both of them, he wanted a bigger deal. So I will remember not to do that in the future. I thought that had Steph Curry at first, and I was getting really excited. But currently, this rotation isn't great. There's still there's still quite a bit of small forwards in it. George Hill, no. I'm going to go ahead and change Chris Dunn's position to a shooting guard. Just change him. He goes up 1 overall, as all point guards do pretty much. So this is going to be rotation for the 3rd and final season. Russell Westbrook, Chris Dunn. No, you're not starting over DeMar DeRozan. That's just insane. Russell Westbrook, DeMar DeRozan, who's 29 years old. Ben Simmons, Miles Turner, and Jahlil Okafor off the bench. Chris Dunn, Jaylen Brown, Bobby Portis, Jakob Poeltl, and George Hill. So I'll see you guys at the end of season number 3, where hopefully this team can finally win a championship. And at the end of season number 3, LeBron James wins the MVP award for the Boston Celtics, I believe. 22 points per game, 7 rebounds, 9 assists, 2.5 steals, and 1.5 blocks. Mike Porter wins Rookie of the Year for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Okay, he's the 4th overall pick. Not really sure the Thunder get the 4th overall pick. It's probably because I actually took Russell Westbrook from them. I'm not even thinking straight at this point. Greg Monroe wins 6th Man of the Year, probably getting paid way too much money to be a 6th man. Not really, actually. Karl-Anthony Towns wins Defensive Player of the Year. Markelle Fultz wins Most Improved, also for the Celtics. They're probably impossible to beat. Randy Whitman wins his 2nd straight Coach of the Year, as we do go 6-3-19. Good enough for 1st in the East. We were 3 games worse than last year, but apparently everything now at 99, even though it wasn't last year. I don't question this game sometimes at this point, honestly. Standings, 10 games better than the 76ers for 1st in the East, 16 better than the Celtics. This team really should not be 47-35. This team is literally probably... just look at this team. It's just so good. Stats on the year. How in... Okay, wow. Okay, you can see the stats right there. Rebounding was Simmons and assists was Westbrook, but somehow Jahlil Okafor led us in scoring. But, okay, hopefully not another first-round upset, because that would be very, very disappointing. But thank you. See, how hard is it to sweep your... Okay. How hard is it to sweep your... See? How hard is this? How hard? Seriously, how hard is this? I'm going to actually... I'm not even. This is getting me mad that we're sweeping teams this year, and we lost in the first round last year. I'm pretty sure this is like the third year in a row that Trailblazers have been in the finals. But are we gonna? What? No way. We didn't just lose. I'm not mad. Don't get me wrong. We just won a championship as Russell Westbrook, your Finals MVP. But we just. I'm just saying this. We literally we had a better team last year. And this is what our end result is. But I'm not going to complain. Going over this team one more time. Russell Westbrook, Ben Simmons, DeMar DeRozan, Miles Turner, Chris Dunn, Julia Okafor, Jaylen Brown, Bobby Portis, Jakob Poeltl, George Hill, Tyler Johnson, Tony Allen, CJ Miles. So I guess it's maybe up in the air if we had a better team this year, last year. I mean, maybe we have a little bit more depth this year. But I'm kind of mad we didn't get a championship done in year number 2. But hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, make sure you like down below. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let me know what team you want me to have an off-season rebuild next in the comment section, along with any other MyLeague rebuilds you have in general, just so I can get some more video out to you guys. But hopefully you guys enjoy this one, and I'll catch you guys all in the next video.